to Snot Grubs. I'm Hunter, I play keys and I sing.
I'm Becky and I play drums.
And I'm Tish and I play bass.
Thank you so much for having us on today. We would be so honoured to answer a few questions.
Yeah.
Knitting.
Knitting,
Yeah.
knitting.
Not a knitting.
Drawing and been baking a whole lot. It's been awesome making so many new foods.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of cooking, which is something I never feel like I have time for, so it's been really nice. Doing some music, I bought myself a guitar and I've been having a crack at that. Yeah, but lots of knitting.
Yeah, I've been knitting. I've been doing a lot of cooking. Like, as you said, like, it's always something that, like, you feel like you never have time for. So being able to do, like, smoothie for breakfast, like a proper, like, salad or something for lunch, and then, like, sitting down and making a meal that's, like, 2 hours prep.
Yeah.
And then you, like, get to eat, like, and also, like, obviously you get to eat it as well.
So nice.
Which is, like,
It's
the
so
best
rewarding.
part. But I feel like, honestly, a lot of it's just like keeping a routine to keep yourself occupied, you know, making sure that you're waking up at a good time, taking care of yourself, taking showers, washing your hair. I really thought if I was like staying home all day, that I would be washing my hair a lot more than I have been. But
I've been washing my hair.
you need to cry.
Oh, sorry. I think definitely recording. We were planning to record an LP right as isolation hit, so that's an exciting thing that we get to look forward to.
I'm really excited to see all my little friends and give them all
that
hugs
too.
and kisses. Going for walks.
Tish, you could do that now. Well, I feel like that's a big thing though, is like a lot of it's like, can't wait till this is over so I can do this, but a lot of it's stuff that I am like fully capable of doing now. Like I've been putting a lot of emphasis on, once this is over, I'm really gonna like, I'm gonna do more exercise. Like I'm like, oh, when this is over, I'm like absolutely gonna join a gym, even though like I've never joined a gym in my entire life. I feel like honestly just going to a gig's gonna be like a really big one.
Having a little mosh at the front.
Yeah, having a little bit of a dance, having a little bit of boogie, and just seeing like all the awesome bands that Melbourne is offering.
Yeah. I think, like you said earlier, keeping routine is super helpful because I know I felt kind of a bit lost for a while, being stuck at home like without work and without going like to uni physically. Can be very like daunting to just, I don't know, feel like you have nothing on. But keeping routine is really helpful, I find, to just fill your day with stuff. Not even like interesting, just like, I don't know, sweeping or something. Just doing something. But routine's really good, like try to wake up at like a certain time each day, go to bed at a set time, can be really good. And also just keeping in touch with friends, I think, like over Messenger or over messages or calling them or video chatting are kind of like the best options now, I guess. But that's really helpful, I think, to kind of keep in contact with people.
I think it's like totally okay to be like a little bit spooked. I think it's totally normal to be a little bit scared. It's a real scary situation, and I think, you know, having like negative emotions, like one of the most important parts of it is just like accepting that it's there and that you have like a very valid reason to be feeling that way. That being said, I think it's all just about taking care of yourself. Like as Becky said, like keeping a routine, you know, taking a bath, sweeping your floor, vacuuming, mopping. Doesn't have to be cleaning related. Could be like having a peppermint tea. Could be, Tish is a really big fan of peppermint tea. For me it's chamomile because I don't really like mint.
That's nice.
But I think just doing stuff that makes you happy and not feeling guilty that you're like not working super hard, or maybe if you are working and it's like especially stressful, then like you definitely just need to be sitting down with like a little tea.
I was gonna say, I've even like for people who are afraid, I think it's really important to like utilize that fear and like learn about the current state of things and try and get like this is for me as well. Like I've been like enjoying reading articles about the government and kind of learning and absorbing as much, and then like trying to turn that into something productive, like signing petitions and
Petitions.
and yeah, just trying to absorb as much information so I can make valid informed choices with what I'm like doing and making sure that I'm supporting the right people. Yeah, I've just been a little sponge, absorbing as much knowledge as I can. Well, that's the thing, is that we ultimately don't know. Like, we didn't know this pandemic was going to come. We don't know what's happening in the future. I think what would be really good is seeing community support for our local venues, and I think that's one of the best things we can do. I'm really hoping that, you know, the Tote and other places do fundraising gigs, so we can get like musicians to come in and help.
Well, we would be so down for doing
Yeah.
that. Like, I mean, I feel like, as you said, like there were so many venues that did so much great fundraising for the Australian bushfires.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it is time for venues to do a little bit of fundraising for themselves,
Yeah.
you know. So we would be so down doing any kind of shows for venues that are coming out of this a little bit less robust than they did going into it, which is a lot of venues. I think, as you said, we ultimately don't know like the long-term effects, but within that, Melbourne is made up of music. It's got the most amazing music scene. I feel so honoured to be a part of it. I'm sure you do too. Like, it's amazing to be a part of. And with that being said, I think because there's so many people who are in the scene and love it, there's so many people who are willing to care for it once it kind of comes back.
Yeah, like no matter what happens in terms of venues being unable to bounce back like they might hope to full capacity, whatever happens, the community and the Melbourne music scene will always be there.
Yeah.
I'll just get rid of it.
Are we all good?
Yeah. Yeah, oh my god, I just remembered something, that's all. Okay, I've been really looking forward to, ISOA has been really amazing. I've seen like some of the quirky gigs on there, like Private Function did one where they were like eating chilies and stuff, and just like trying to play while still like dying for their chilies was so funny, and people who kind of make it still really interesting and you want to watch. I've really enjoyed seeing like Dr. Shaw's Unusual Practice did some really good shows. Also Johnston Street released they filmed gigs at the Tote and live streamed what it was, so you could kind of feel like you were in a mosh again.
Yeah.
It was so warm, and I missed that environment, so it was so nice to be there for like even virtually.
Well, I've really enjoyed how kind of online concerts have become more normalised, and hopefully they kind of stay a normal kind of form of music media in the future, even after isolation, because they've opened up accessibility for viewing a concert so much, which is really great to see. So I've enjoyed that facet of it. But also, a lot of my friends have been releasing music, and like small musicians kind of have taken this, I guess, normalisation of online music release to put themselves out there, which has been really lovely to kind of keep up with like my friends' projects. It's been nice. I enjoyed that.
I feel bad because you two had so much to say, but again, the only online concert I've seen was the Robbie Williams one where he was shirtless. But in my defense, and like no offense to like Dr. Shaw's or private function, but I do think it was the best online platform. So
Every time my dad goes to the supermarket, I'm like, oh, can I come too? And he leave. Can I come? And Angels Olsen's High Five. I really like that how she's like comfortable with being lonely, and I feel like, you know, there are times that I've felt like pretty lonely over the past like few months, and I think that like being able to accept that that's like a normal part of being alive has been really good for like my mental health, and I think just accepting your feelings is like one of the best things you can do.
I've fallen deep back into System of a Down.
have you been listening to any Corn lately?
Oh, I love Corn.
I do have to admit, I've been watching the Corn Freak on a Leash music video where he like chuck the bullet and then he like catches the bullet. Yeah, alright.
I love Corn. I've been listening to a lot of Corn
Yeah.
recently as well. But System of a Down, I guess like Lonely Day is probably the most apt kind of representation of the current situation at hand. But honestly, just any song by System of a Down is